From now on, we will go to Changdeokgung Palace from Insadong. Ready? Go! Turn your back on Insadong and cross the crosswalk. Korea is loved by many people as a travel destination with its unique culture and various charms. Cross the crosswalk and go right. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Changdeokgung Palace was built as a secondary palace to the primary palace, Insadong Palace, in 1405. In the following year, the secret garden was formed on the north of Changdeokgung Palace and was expanded in 1463 to blend in the space of governance and residence. Changdeokgung Palace was destroyed in the Japanese invasion in 1592 and rebuilt in 1610 before any other palaces. It was the major residence of kings for the next 270 years, until Changdeokgung Palace was rebuilt in 1867 and served as the de facto primary palace. From the age of King Injo to King Sunjo, more structures such as Ongnicheon Stream, Gyeonggak Library, Juhamnu Pavilion, Aryangji Pond, Uidohap Study Area, and Yongyongdang Complex were constructed within the palace premises. In 1847, the Nakseonje area was established, further expanding the grounds of the palace. Changdeokgung Palace was often called Dongwol, or the East Palace, and had no boundaries that separated it from Changdeokgung Palace. It was built in harmony with the surroundings and is regarded as the most Korean-style palace. In particular, Emperor Seongjong, the second emperor of the Korean Empire, resided in Changdeokgung Palace after his ascension to the throne and passed away here. Hungbukyeon, a subsidiary building of Daejeon Hall, is also the tragic place where the Korea-Japan Treaty of 1910 was signed. Changdeokgung Palace is also where the last descendants of the royal family lived and passed away. Donwoman Gate is the main gate of Changdeokgung Palace. The name Donwa means to edify people with virtues. Donwoman Gate was established in 1412. Because Jongmyo Shrine was in front of the palace at that time, the entrance was built southwest of the palace. Donwoman Gate was rebuilt in 1609 after being destroyed in the Japanese invasion of Korea in 1592. It's a two-story structure, the largest among other palace gates. Woldae, a wide stone platform, is laid in front of the gate, demonstrating the dignity of the palace. Feel the happiness of your trip while looking at the scenery of an unfamiliar street. Cross the crosswalk here. Donwoman Gate was used as the king's entrance, whereas the king's subjects used Junghaman Gate, which is the west gate. Initially, a bell and a drum were hung on the upper floor of the gate to signal the curfew time. The bell rang when the curfew began, and the drum rolled when it was lifted. Past the Donwoman Gate is a cluster of 8 pagoda trees that is designated as a natural monument. They are ancient trees that are 15 to 16 meters tall and 90 to 178 centimeters thick in the trunk at a person's chest height. Pagoda trees have been the symbol of subjects honoring a king since ancient times. It is assumed that they were planted by the entrance of the palace where offices were located. Insadong Hall is the throne hall of Changdeokgung Palace, and it was where important events were held, such as the king's ascension to the throne, assembly of the subjects, state official examinations, and royal banquets. The name Insadong means benevolent ruling. Cross the crosswalk and go right. Insadong Hall was built during the establishment of Changdeokgung Palace, but was later rebuilt in 1418. It was reconstructed in 1610 after it was destroyed in the Japanese invasion in 1592. We're almost there, so cheer up a little more. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Insadong Hall is a magnificent mid-rise building built on a 2-story wide stone platform. Since the stone platform is low in height and has no railings installed, the hall appears simple compared to Changdeokgung Hall of Changdeokgung Palace. Originally, the floor inside the hall was covered with clay-baked bricks, but now the hall has parquet block flooring. The hall was refurbished to Western style in 1908 with light bulbs, curtains, and glass windows. The front yard, or the royal court, of Insadong Hall is covered with wide and thin stones like any other palace, and 3 paths are laid in the center to demonstrate the dignity of the palace. The courtyard also has stone posts that define state officials' positions by their ranks. Part of the outer corridors of Insadong Hall was restored after 1991. The secret garden in Changdeokgung Palace is divided into Byungji Pond, Aryongji Pond, Gwalamji Pond, and Ongmuchin stream areas. The garden that was created at the establishment of the palace during King Taizong's period later underwent an expansion in King Sejong's time. It was further expanded to Changdeokgung Palace, which was built during King Seongdong's reign. Most of the garden areas were destroyed in the Japanese invasion and were built in 1610. Later, many kings, including King Injo, King Sukjong, King Jeongjo, and King Sunjo, repaired and expanded the garden, which is what we see now. Is this your first trip to Korea? I'm sure you'll be satisfied with Korea's various charms. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. The secret garden keeps the natural landscapes of the mountain, with beautiful pavilions standing on 4 valleys. Each valley has Byungji Pond, Aryongji Pond, Gwalamji Pond, and Ongmuchin stream. The wider and more open spaces of the secret garden get smaller and more intimate as you go in, from man-made areas to natural areas. The path eventually leads to Yungbong Peak, stretching from Bukhansan Mountain. We finally arrived at Changdeokgung Palace. I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip. See you in the next video. See ya!